Okay, so thanks to Shirley at the Horror Collective Entertainment Squad was able to take a look at For God's Sake, Wake Her Up, right? So people, boy, you know what I mean? This is the brand new film from Wayne Moreheart, right? It was written by James Justin Howells. They may have co-wrote it, but James definitely was on writing duties. Okay, so produced by Matt Villeneuve, James Justin Howells, and Amy Barriger. It is executive produced by Nadia Brotash, Daniel Paul Newman, and Harrison Stewart, with associate production from Ginger Page. Right, Brandon Coxall and Julian Verschoches took care of the score. David McClung was on cinematography, with Jonathan Matthew editing the piece. Okay, so Sonny Chen handled the casting. Production design, we have Jacqueline Miller, right? Nicola Stolges Lavjek is costume design, wardrobe. Right, hair and makeup, we have Samantha Dawes, Sam Cronstall, Hazel Lynn, Nanda Lucas, Pippin Pama, Jenna Tam, Kitty Yin, and Lampu Zhang. Okie dokie. We then have got Jennifer Clark, Jimmy Clark, and Karina Ho on stunts. And our cast, right? So April is played by Mamie Kakimoto. Rizz is played by Sarah Crawford. Myles, played by Queen Legend. The entity is Isabel Klapwyk. And Rizz's mum is played by Bridgit Lee Martin. Okay, so the gist of this: haunted by guilt after her mother's death, Rizz and her loyal friend Myles flee the funeral, stumbling upon a deserted house in a rough part of town. Inside they find April, trapped in a nightmarish cycle of sleep paralysis by a malevolent generational entity. To redeem herself and save April, Rizz must unravel the chilling secrets hidden within April's video diaries. Racing against a relentless demonic entity, Rizz puts everything at risk, including Myles, to break the supernatural cycle. Yo, this film is crazy. Jeez, right? I mean, it is really well done, right? Because, well, we start off and we have April kind of leaving these, well, we see her doing therapy and then leaving these like video journals. And right, it's great because the video journals are shot in a way with shitty Wi-Fi and bad resolution, you know, crackle. So it really gives you that effect, right? Because, you know, you hear April going, oh, sorry, I'm not used to this technology, right? So you can see it's someone who's really doesn't know, right? So it's going to look bad. It's going to be like this. And so we have that. And then we kind of go to Rizz and Myles, right? But we don't really know what's going on with April. You know what I mean? So then we're with Rizz and Myles. And they're, you know, walking along some train tracks. and we ascertain that they have just kind of run out on Rizz's mum's funeral. Right? Myles is trying to get her to go back, but Rizz ain't having it. Right? She's basically running away from the grief, right? Running away from the pain and just everything that happened. And the fact that she wasn't there when her mum actually passed. Right? And there's a lot she's running from. So we have that whole situation. And at first, you're like, oh, is April Rizz's mum? I don't see the resemblance, but, you know, sometimes you don't, right? So you do wonder that. But then you understand, oh, two different people, right? And as Rizz and April walk, we kind of get more about Rizz. So we don't get a lot about Myles. But we kind of get that Myles will basically do anything for Rizz. And you do feel bad for Myles, right? Because, man, Myles definitely, you know, has the hots for Rizz. But you're like, it seems like this might be an unrequited? I think that's it, right? Unrequited love. Well, you know what I'm saying, right? You wonder if it's that. But also, you kind of wonder, is Rizz running away from her feelings? Right? You're not really sure at first. There's kind of all of this stuff like in the ether floating around. And it's about trying to put it together. And like, I think the film there's a lot of close ups, which kind of brings that intimacy to things. But it also brings that fucking terror, right? Because I've got to say, right? Now, the cast is great. Because you buy into the emotions and what they're going through. But you gotta give mad props, right, to Mamie Kakimoto, because a lot of it is her facial expressions, right? And you buy the fear, right? When she's lying in bed and trying to breathe, like, you buy it all. She sells it so much. You know what I mean? Just the forlornness of it all, right? The belief that, you know, she cannot escape, right? The haunted knowledge of what is to come. It is all there. And she does a masterful job with this. She really does. And also Queen Legend, right? Because unrequited, that's the word. Did I say that? I might have got it slightly wrong. But yeah, you see that unrequited longing, right? You see the feelings, the emotion, right? The fear she has. And she does a great job. And Rizz, right? Sarah, she also sells Rizz for us, right? The aloofness, right? The sadness, and her real feelings as they come to the surface, right? It's all there. It's all there. So, man, as this film unfolds, you are just like, oh my God, where is this gonna go? Right? What happens now? How does this end? And, you know, it's one of those ones which is just, oh man, they really take you on a journey. They really take you on a journey. It kind of reminded me in a way of I think it's called the cleansing hour, right? Which is, whew, people, if you have not seen that, you definitely need to check it out. We did cover it. Man, I want to say it was like 2021, maybe 2020. All right, but we did cover it for sure. So, if you search Echo, on the web or our YouTube, you will find that. And yeah, this film really does kind of remind me of that, because the way it takes you and leads you in a direction, and suddenly the rug is gone. Right? The rug is gone. Oh, the ending of this film, jeez. They did a incredible job. An incredible job of selling you on the thing, right? On, the thing we see. Oh, man. And then, that's all I'm saying. And then, right? But, if you like that kind of intimate psychological, like, drama horror, this is it, right? This is it, people. You definitely want to check out For God's Sake, Wake Her Up, because they have done something just scary as fuck, right? They have done something that's gonna have you just like, jeez. You know what I mean? I definitely will be recommending this to my friends who dig this shit. You know what I mean? And yeah, it's on Bloodstream, right? And so you can watch it for free with ads, right? Or you just get the, the paid version, and you don't have to fuck with ads, right? Either way, what a damn steal. So it's there now, right? And in December, it hits other VODs. You know what I mean? So that's great, right? If you don't want to fuck with, Bloodstream, you can wait till December, but why would you? You know what I mean? Why would you? Just go Bloodstream, man. Check it out, right? So yeah, people, man, if you want something that is done extremely well, right? Extremely well. Incredible cast. The sound, right? The sound is just, that's just another layer of, you know what I mean, freaky ass shit. And then that close-up cinematography to draw you in. People, you definitely want to check For God's Sake, Wake Her Up, right? The link, all the information will be on the web page for this episode and in the YouTube. So, what are you waiting for, people? Go get some of this in your life.